What is going on, gamers? It is Will777JP, and we are back with another one, y'all. So, on this video, I kind of been working on it for a while, and by working on it, I mean I've been going between both the PlayStation 5, which I have right over here on the right hand side, and my Series X, which is right over here on my left hand side. And by the way, the PS5 Pro that I have here on the right is going to be the same with the PS5, the OG and the Slim. Same thing goes with the Xbox. It'll be the same with the Series S, and I believe also the Xbox One. But I've been working and kind of studying a little bit of the stores in each of the consoles. And there are some things that I think are better on PlayStation. There's some things I think are better on Xbox. So the last kind of comparison video that I made was a few months ago, and it was which UI is better. And at the very beginning, I'm like, I think the PlayStation is better. It's a cleaner UI. It's much simpler to use. But just because it's simpler doesn't mean it has all the things that I myself personally, Will777JP, is looking for. So I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper into not the UI, because we did that last video or the comparison video, but I want to discuss specifically the stores in each console. So we'll start with PlayStation 5 here, and then we'll switch over with the Xbox. Now, please excuse me because I got a new TV and a new remote, and I'm still kind of trying to figure out the best way to switch from HDMI that the Xbox is connected to the PlayStation. So if I stutter a little bit, please excuse that. But starting with the PlayStation, so PlayStation right now has got the 30th anniversary, and once again, I am using the DualSense Edge and the Elite controller. They have the 30th anniversary happening right now. And before I even get to that, let's start with the beginning. So how do I get to the store? So basically, from when the PlayStation turns on, it takes you right here. Now this is the welcome screen, and in the welcome screen you get, all sorts of information. And by the way, I customize this to how I want it, the things that I want to see, like my battery for my controller, my trophies, game catalogs, PlayStation stores right here. So it's just a quick little click of a button, news, etc., etc., etc. You can clear all of this out if you choose to, right? But this is where you show up. Now, the way that you get to the PlayStation Store, all you have to do is go left once and you're right there. And then down and you're in the store. As soon as you go down, so let's go over to PlayStation Store once again. You go down at the very top, you'll see where it says latest collection deals. Right here, this little sub menu automatically pops up, and you can go up and select those. And we will be exploring that in just a second. But the main page of the PlayStation Store is right here. And since PlayStation is promoting their 30th anniversary, they're advertising that, you will see that the first, 6 slots are taken up. Now, sometimes when there's a big game dropping, for example, 2K or Madden, you will see those slots filled in with whatever game they're promoting at the time. And right now, it's the 30th anniversary. But as soon as you scroll down, you have a what's hot section. This section generally has about 5 of the games that are the most popular for the day or for the week right then and there. And it will also let you know when a game is sponsored. So right now I can see that Fortnite is being sponsored, and that's the reason why it's up there. Even though Fortnite is a game that it's always busy, right? People are always downloading that game. But then we scroll down one more time and it takes us to top games in your country. Now this list will vary, of course, per country, but it gives you, I think it's 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It gives you 10 games that are the most popular in the country right now. And that's just a nice little quick way for you to see, okay, what's everybody else playing? Now, me personally, Will777JP, I really don't care too much for this row. Like, if they got rid of it, I'd be just fine, because I'm not looking for the top games in the country, because the top games in the country are generally what you're looking at here: sports games, right? They're all sports games, sports. And then you have the Dragon Ball stuff, and then Genshin Impact, which is a free in The Sims. So I don't ever really play these games, so I can care less. But for somebody who's new to the console, this might be a good role to have, because now they can say, okay, these are the most popular games in my country. More than likely, if I want to do some online gaming, I probably have an easier time in finding somebody to play with. The next section down, it is called Discover. So this section, once you click into it, it will basically highlight games that are a little bit tougher. Games that some people may call challenging. And this section has stayed the same for a while. But going in here, you can tell that the games are in here are challenging type of games, right? So that's pretty cool for somebody who's looking for that category. Now for me, I can do without. Scroll down one more time, is new games for you. Generally, what you see here are games that released recently, whether it's within the week or within the month. More than likely, it's more recent, like in the last couple weeks. And you can tell that these are the games that have come out recently. And you can scroll all the way to the right and view all. And here you will see basically all the new games that have dropped recently, and it will even show you games that have been announced that don't have a release date but will be dropping soon. Now, the thing that I really dislike about this is all the shovelware. Look at these games: Internet Cafe Simulator, Airport Police Contraband. Like, what is this crap? PlayStation needs to do a better job at filtering some of this crap out. They need to. This is taking up way too much space, and it is crap that not a lot of people want to see, right? But in the same token, it's like, all right, well, it's a new game. It is releasing. It should be on there. So I see both sides of the argument, but I'm a selfish gamer. Get rid of it, please. Also, there is an order of how PlayStation organizes this. So the very first thing, or the way that it's organized, is by best selling. So they'll do 1, the most recent, or 2, the best selling within that time frame. You can just go right here to the left and filter exactly what you want to see. You can filter it by price, by genre, platform, PS4, PS5, right? Supported features, specifically now with the PS5 Pro, release dates, VR, and age rating. When I come in here, I always go by release date, and I always click just released. I'm usually up to date on games that are coming out, but every once in a while I may miss something, so it's nice to just click that feature and see exactly what came out and when it's coming out. Darktide Warhammer just came out on the PlayStation today. I already have it. I played it today on my live stream that I do every Tuesday with my friends RPG88 and Henry Heck. Go check that out if you didn't watch it. But this is what you see. And another cool thing that I like that they do is accessibility at the very top right hand corner, which is another thing that they do on the front page where we saw challenging games. They will also have accessibility, and it will show you games that got rated high in accessibility features. So let's go back to the main page, and then going down will show you pre-orders, games that are coming soon that you can pre-order right now. And same thing, you go all the way to the right, and then you can view all if you choose to. Now, I don't pre-order digital games. The only time I will pre-order a digital game is if there is no physical available, or if they have some sort of bonus that they give you for pre-ordering. Like, for example, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they're giving you a 15% discount, which ends December 9th. And look at the right hand side over there, the game comes out December 10th. So if I was interested in this game, which I actually am, I will be buying this game to save myself the $6. I will pre-order usually a day or two before the game releases, because there's just no point. And that's if there's no physical, which I have to double check. You go down one more, you see demos. This is where all the demos are. Same thing, you go all the way to the right, you can view all the demos available on the PlayStation Store. Going down one more, you see PlayStation VR 2. So all the games that are available on VR, immediately they show you the top selling games or the top rated games. And of course, if you go all the way to the right, then you can just see view all and see all of them. And once again, it gets sorted by best selling. You can organize it by however you like. And the last row that has some sort of graphic or picture is going to be the free to play. The free to play games are very last, which I think is a great spot of where they should be. Well, I shouldn't say it's a great spot, but it's a great spot, or for me, it's a great spot for PlayStation, right? Because you want the customer to basically see all the things they can buy instead of seeing all the stuff they can get for free first, right? Because then they're just gonna download the free games, and then the stuff they can buy, they won't. And then the same thing all the way to the right, and you can view all. Now, I don't give a shit about free games. I don't play free games. All common. Every once in a while, like Fortnite, I'll play with a family member, my son in specific, or a friend or something like that, but I stay away, so I really don't care about that row. But I can see why it's there. And then at the very bottom, it gives you 4 different categories. Just regular old PS5 games, PS5 enhanced or pro enhanced games, PSVR 2, and then genres. And then here, you can kind of check it out. All right, PSVR 2 is same thing. So there's a little bit of redundancy, but at the same time, what this page mainly does for you is to show you the new games, what's selling the most, and pre-order games. Now, one feature that I love about PlayStation is, remember those tabs that we spoke about in the beginning, latest collection deals? All you have to do is push R1 and then it takes you over to the next tab. And the next tab is called Collections. Collections will give you a couple different things like monthly picks for all ages, editor's choice, most anticipated, and so on and so forth. Another thing that I really like is how they highlight PlayStation indies and upgraded for PS5s. Those are my 2 favorite ones because PlayStation indies, sometimes I don't want to play the big AAA, $100 million games. Sometimes I just want something snack size, something that it's an indie and PlayStation recommends. I go right here and I can go through and kind of see what's out there, right? And then upgraded for PS5. I love looking at this as well because there's games, I have close to, I think it's 500 physical games. I can go in here and kind of check what came out for PS4 that has been upgraded for the PS5, right? Or games that you can play on the PS5. So nice feature. Scrolling down, it's another Discover, and this one with the monthly picks. And there's a lot of picks. So here's the monthly picks. We go up, you have Editor's Choice, which is right here. You have Most Anticipated. You have all these subcategories. Going down is another one, Games to Wish List, which we saw in the first page, the main page, right? Where is it at? Did I pass it? Right here, pre-orders. And this one is called Games to Wish List. What's the difference? So the difference is that Games to Wish List don't have a date, where games to pre-order do, and you know exactly when they're coming out. So these games you can put on your wish list, which all you got to do is hit the X and just go right there to the wish list and bam, add it to your wish list. Simple. So once you add it to the wish list, it's on your list. And I'm going to undo that because I do not want this game on my wish list. So we'll go back out. So that's the difference between the two. But then here we have more free to play. So more redundancies, right? More redundancies. And then this will give you some categories of games. And then we see the same thing that we saw in the first page, except we have a different one. We have all deals. That will always be there no matter what. Now, PlayStation, just like Xbox, they come out with sales every single month. This will show you every single sale that they have, and also will show you well, a combination of all the sales. PlayStation, which we'll go into next by pushing R1, deals. So right here, it will show you that they have a $15 and under deal. Well, in this little, where did it go? Is it here? All deals. In this one, it shows you a combination of every single thing. But if you want a bigger breakdown, you just go to deals, which they have their own page, and they have the 30th anniversary sale where you can get up to 75% off games. And once again, it is sorted by default, but the default is games, best-selling games, basically. They usually have every week a highlighted game, the game of the week per se. This week is Madden at 50% off. That normally changes every week. Sometimes they'll have publishers that they'll put up there. I think a couple weeks ago they had WB, so all WB games were on sale, and that was the highlight for the week. Then over here, they'll usually do another highlight if they put anything in at all. Of course, the $15 games and under. They have the same one, right? All deals. So PlayStation loves redundancy, which I dislike because obviously it's just taking up too much space, too much crap, right? Either leave it blank and make something bigger. Like, for example, Most Wanted deals, you could have taken up that whole space, but instead, now they section it off. And then at the bottom, when you scroll down, you have exclusive PS Plus discounts. So they have, by being a PS Plus subscriber, you get specific deals, and you can tell those are PS Plus deals because it's highlighted with the yellow. A regular sale that they do for the month will have the white highlighted on the sale. So that's how you're able to know that, hey, because I am a PS Plus member, I do get an additional, or, I do get certain games that are available to me at a discount. Now, a game like this one, for example, it's white, but it's showing that it's an exclusive PS Plus discount. All this means is that this is part of both sales, the PlayStation Plus subscriber sale and also the regular monthly sale. Scrolling down once more, deals for you. These are deals that PlayStation recommends based on your gameplay. And then all the way at the bottom, redundancy again. Then we scroll over one more time to subscriptions. And here you can see all the subscriptions that are available for PlayStation. And we have EA Play, GTA Plus, and Ubisoft Plus. Now, if you're a PlayStation Plus premium subscriber, you already get Ubisoft Plus included in the subscription. And then the very last row here is browse. So this is where they break everything down into different genres, and then every single game that is available, right? So what do I like about this? What I like about the PlayStation Store, the way that it's broken down, is they only have, 5 tabs at the very top. And in reality, I would say you won't only need 4. But because of all the redundancies, right? If you go back to the main page at the very bottom, you can just pick PS5 games and it will show you every PS5 game available. So you kind of only need 4, but they have 5 total. And I like it that I can just look at the latest, which is basically all of PlayStation's marketing and advertising. I can go into collections and figure out, Editor's Choice, PlayStation Indies, PlayStation Studios, PlayStation, upgraded for PlayStation, the best, just different category or different games all linked up together in one list. And then deals, right? You can just go in here and see which deals you want to check out. And subscription, for those of you guys that like subscriptions, you have that here. So that's the PlayStation Store. You hit back on the circle a few times and now you're right back to where you started, right? Simple. And if you haven't seen my UI video, I titled it, "Is the PlayStation UI better than Xbox?" or something like that. Go check it out because it will explain the UI better than in this one. Now let's head on over to Xbox. Now I do have a Samsung TV, so obviously Game Pass is a big deal with Samsung. Now I'm in my Series X. Now, unlike PlayStation, right? At the very, very top is where you have the categories. So you have my controller turned off. You have your store right where I'm at right now, my games and apps, Game Pass, search, and settings. So I actually like this a little bit better because you can kind of control basically everything just in those tabs up there, which is kind of nice. The only thing that you can't really, actually, no, you can do it all. You can do it all. But today we're gonna investigate the store. So I really like that about the Xbox. Is like, bam, even though all this stuff at the bottom is kind of convoluted, and to figure out how to customize it can be a pain in the butt, and you have stuff everywhere. And that was my biggest complaint with the Xbox UI, is that it just feels like it's a mess down here. Up at the very top, to me, is the best part of this UI. So let's go into the store. Now, the store to me is a mess, right? But you have way more options in the Xbox store than you do with the PlayStation store. Way more options. So when it comes down to, do I prefer in the store, not the UI, but the store, do I prefer something like PlayStation where it's a little bit more clean cut, or do I want options? I want the options. If getting rid of the clean cut means that I get more options, I would prefer that. And I think most people would too, but I could be wrong. And unlike PlayStation where you hit RB or LR1, that doesn't happen with the Xbox. Here you have to move around with the stick. But on the left side is where they have all the different things that you can check out. So, very first, search. I like that. I like that a lot. Even though on the PlayStation, for example, I did not go over that. With the PlayStation, you can be anywhere, right? And all you got to do is push triangle and it takes you to the search, and you can search absolutely anything except for stuff that has to do, for example, let's type in Netflix. Bam. Absolutely anything you can search right away. But you wouldn't know that. But if you look at your screen correctly, then you obviously will see the search glass and you can just go there right away. All right. So that's pretty cool. With the Xbox, going back to the home page, it's a similar thing. Similar thing. Except that to me with Xbox, since it's right in the middle, you have better visual of it. Let's go back to the store. So another redundancy, right, with the Xbox. You go up, it's search right away, which when putting it in order, I think that's the best one that you should put first. Second one is home. Now, if you click on the home, it takes you right to the page that you're in. The only time that I see this being beneficial is, for example, if you're over here kind of, experimenting or whatever, trying to figure it out, you can just go here and then go home. But another way you can get there is by just pushing the B. Except the B works like a computer going back. Right? If you hit it one too many times, there's no way of going forward. So that's the home. Games gives you a whole bunch of breakdown on games. Kind of like how PlayStation was, except that here is written. So from a marketing purpose, right? Colors and pictures are way more pleasing to the eye. When you're looking at this list, it becomes easier for you to miss something, right? If you're looking for something specifically, right? If you're looking for add-ons, for example, and then you come into the store, Microsoft Store, and you're like, oh man, where's add-ons? Shit, okay, games, add-ons. It becomes easier to miss, right? Subscriptions, new games coming soon, top paid, top free, most played, game special, by genre, and events. So that's under the game category. Movies and TV. look at all the options, right? Movies and TV home, movies and new movie releases, top rated movies, featured movies, top selling movie, Browse TV, movies and TV special, 49 movies. Have you noticed that you don't have this on PlayStation? This is one of the things that I like about Xbox, is that I can rent movies, I can buy movies, I can watch movies as well. You can do it on PlayStation, but I can buy something, I can rent something. And ownership being important to me, that's a huge win. That is something the Xbox does better than PlayStation. PlayStation used to have movies for rent and for sale, but they took that off, right? So let's keep going. Apps. This is another thing that is better on the Xbox than it is on the PlayStation. You have all sorts of different apps that you can download to your Xbox. To this day, actually, let's go there and check it out. So on PlayStation, they also have apps, but in order to get to the apps, you have to hit, sorry, wrong controller. You have to hit R1. Well, once you're down here, R1, and it takes you to the media section. Now, you can search up here for a specific app, right? But let's say you go to all apps. This is where you can discover the apps. But look at the selection. It's very minimal. So if this is terrible for trying to find something new, right? If you don't know the name, or you don't even know something exists, you can't look for it. So if PlayStation is, man, I picked the wrong one. If PlayStation doesn't actively put it on there, you will probably never find out about it. Where on the Xbox, you have more options. You just go to the app home, and here you go. Just way more options. Most popular, best music apps, apps for gamers, top entertainment for you. And they have more breakdowns here. Essential apps. You know, they got all sorts of apps that you can explore where you can't necessarily do that on a PlayStation. Another thing that I really love about the Xbox store is hardware. I buy a lot of hardware. I own just about I own every piece of hardware from PlayStation. The only thing that I don't own, actually I own everything. There are some color variants of controllers I don't have, but that's besides the point. Here, you can actually buy a console right from your app. I like that. Now, I understand you can do it on the app as well, but I'm gaming a lot. Why not just come in here, look at some hardware, right? Check out some of the details and purchase it right from the store, right from your console, right with your controller. I love that. I wish PlayStation had that. And they have all their hardware. They got headset, they have wraps, you know, they got all the different consoles, they got controllers. I mean, they have it all. The only thing I don't see is SSDs. That's the only thing I don't see. Let's see if we can find them real quick. Let's go Xbox accessories. Maybe it's under here. They even got battery packs. I mean, that's freaking amazing. But yeah, I don't see any SSDs here. But yeah, and Xbox, while we're here, Xbox also has similar color coordinated for their sales. So you have the yellow with the sale percentage. List, these are wish lists. That's another thing I didn't go over, which we'll go back to. And then cards, and then redeem codes. So pretty kind of easy. You have categories and then subcategories to the right of it. Let's go back to the PlayStation real quick. Now let's go back to the store. Now in the store, now you wouldn't figure this out unless you really investigated. We talked about I just shown you on the Xbox the redeeming, right? PlayStation, this is how you redeem. It's by going to these three dots and then redeem code. Like, that's kind of hard to find. Xbox makes it for you simple, it's easy in their categories, super easy. The wish list is right here. So these are all the stuff I got on my wish list. But as far as ease, you be the judge of that. Let's head on back over to Xbox. And then the one big thing from Xbox that I love, that I absolutely love, is this right here. This is my favorite feature. Let's go to new games. All right, let's go to, I don't know, any game. This game. In this game, it shows you the star rating. It has 1 star and like a third of another one. You scroll down, it shows you supported languages, trailers, of course, but this right here is what I love. Gamers telling you what they think about the game. Not just giving you a star rating, but also typing in their comments. For example, Mr. Drag Racer 13851, November 28, 2021, 1 star, don't buy. Handling, looks of bike, honestly, just buy 2020, way better and realistic. This game is complete waste of $60. Now, if we go back to the PlayStation, all right, let's go to a game. Here, Throne and Liberty. Here's the rating. This is all you get. That's it. You can give it stars. That is it. Sometimes the stars isn't enough. I like to see how many stars a game has and also what people are thinking about the game. PlayStation does not do that. Another thing that PlayStation doesn't do is, for example, I own Helldivers, right? I have 133 hours, which is another thing about the UI that I like, is that all the information about the game, your trophies, your time played is right there. But if I go to Helldivers, I go to the star rating, right? It tells me it's got 4.43 out of 101,000 ratings. Let's rate this game. Oh, I can't. It kicks me back out. Add to rate. Oh, it won't let me. Wait a minute. Something broken? Hold up. Let's go to, for example, Darktide. Oops. That's not what I'm trying to do. This part really sucks, and I really hate it. But let's go to Darktide real quick. New product. Rating. Let's rate it. Oh, it allows me to rate it. Why can't I rate Helldivers, but I can rate Darktide? I'll tell you why. Because with Helldivers, I own that game physical. That's a physical copy of the game. And the way that I know it's physical is because next to the Helldivers TM2 has a disc. That means I need to input the disc in order to play the game. If I own the game physically, I cannot rate it. The only way you can rate games on PlayStation is if you own the game digitally. Now, Warhammer is a digital game. How do I know? Because it says Warhammer 40k Darktide, no symbol of the disc. Same thing with Spelunky. That's another digital game. Aliens, another digital game. Helldivers, physical. Callisto Protocol, digital. Lawnmower digital. Another one that's physical, Slitterhead. So if I wanted to rate this game, I can't do it. I can't do it. And I hate that. I hate that with a passion. Because I'm the type of person that likes to see ratings. I like to see what people wrote. I also want to do the service and rating a game. And because I'm a physical gamer, I get punished. Yeah, no. So that's what I wanted to show you guys, just a quick kind of comparison between the two in the stores and the different things that they do and the different things that they have. What do you think? Which one's better? There's some things I love about Xbox, like the rating system is my favorite thing. You can put in your star rating. You can also write your comments in there. You can buy hardware. It's another thing that I really, really love. With PlayStation, I like the simplicity of things. I like that there's different sales and broken down for me right away. I don't really have to go looking for them over like I do over here. So what do you think? What are your favorite things from the PlayStation Store? What are your things that you like from the Xbox Store that you like, and vice versa? What are some things from the PlayStation Store that you dislike? What are some things from the Xbox Store that you dislike as well? Let me know in the comment section. I'd be very interested. Yeah, I think the rating system is a huge, huge positive for Xbox. I really love that. I wish PlayStation had it. I really, really love the simplicity of the PlayStation Store. I hate in the PlayStation Store how I cannot write a review for games, and I can't even rate it if it's a physical game. I also do not like the redeem code and how it's tucked away in there. And, you know, for a while I was struggling to redeem DLC codes because I forgot where it was, right? I just, you know, now I'm used to it, so now I know it better. And another thing I love about the Xbox is that I can purchase hardware directly from the store and use my points right from the store. You can renew your points right from the store. PlayStation, your points can only be renewed from the PlayStation app. So there's some positives and negatives on both sides. But once again, when I go over some of this stuff, guys, it's you have to understand that I'm more used to the PlayStation. So I'm more used to how things are done over there. But for things like the UI, visually you can see it. Visually. But when you start to dig deeper, like how we did here with the store, now you can really point out some positives and negatives of each, right? But just on a visual standpoint, I think the PlayStation is more clean aesthetically versus the Xbox. But the Xbox does a lot of things well, you know, too. They have, like I mentioned, the review and the purchase of hardware. All right, now I'm repeating myself. But that's all I got for y'all today. Let me know what you think. Please hit the like. Please subscribe. And comment down below. Let me know, guys. Let me know. I'm interested. I do these videos because I love gaming and I want to see what the community also thinks. But let me know what you guys think. But more importantly, please subscribe, y'all. I'm trying to reach to 200 subscribers before the year ends, and I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of next year, so help me get there. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Keep it gaming.